Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a ton of things that I've been loving, and most of them I found in the month of September, and a few things that were definite fails. So let's get into it. First category is fashion, and I don't have a ton, and just to kind of be honest with you guys, if you see all that stuff, I have piles down there. I have been trying to do clothing hauls, but my perimenopausal body has been fluctuating like crazy with weight, and I've also been kind of working with some specialists on some hormones, and over the past several months they have definitely really messed with me. So I hope I'm on the right track now, but that's why the fashion or clothing section has been pretty minimal on my channel, but I have found a few things. So I wanted to talk about this dress first. Love this dress. It's from Banana Republic, and it's kind of in two layers. So I'm going to back up and just show you guys. The dress itself is actually two pieces. So it is very long, like I'm talking floor length on me, which is like I'm almost 5'9", and it is a sheer material. So technically, yes, you can see through it, but because of the pattern and the color, it's not too sheer, doesn't show a lot. So if you wanted to try that trend and go crazy with it, I think you could wear like full coverage underwear and a nice bralette and this dress and really go for it. However, I am not that brave, so I went ahead and I cut this out. It was attached to the inside, but I hate when things are attached. You can never put them on right. So I just throw this on over my undergarments and throw the sheer piece on, and I absolutely love this dress so much. It was looking like it was selling out in and out with this particular pattern, but they did make it in another pattern. And if you don't want to go a full dress, they had so many other pieces in this pattern, like a skirt, a top. They had another like cowl length kind of sleeveless dress if this pattern is too much for you all over your body. So I love it, and it's actually very soft. It's not itchy. It does not feel cheap. That's why I was willing to pay the money for it. I went in store and tried it on, and it was totally worth it to me. I tried some pajamas, and I ended up with, when I say 2.5 pair, it's because I bought these like boxer briefs to go. They are part of the pajama line, by the way. So I just wanted to show you quickly. I didn't want to get too close because like these are my real pajamas I've been wearing obsessively. But the boxer briefs do definitely have like the band like real boxers do. And they do come in a ton of patterns. So I'll show you the second pattern I got too. And then what the top looks like is what I call like traditional pajamas. Oh my gosh, this is like literally inside out. So that's how bad I am right now. But they're literal, like I got these because they remind me of like grandpa pajamas. That's why I really liked this style. So they just have that really traditional kind of button down front pocket. And then the pants, I haven't even really worn the pants yet, but based on how these have washed and worn, I know they're all favorites, if you know what I mean. It's just been like 100 degrees. So the pants were not a thing for me right now. But the pants are full length pants, kind of a wide leg, super comfortable. They don't hit at a weird spot. They have pockets. So these are going to come in handy actually tonight because the weather is finally changing where I live, hence the long sleeve shirt. And let me show you the second pair I bought. And again, they've just like I've left the tags on them because they're literally exactly the same. But this is why I'm mentioning them anyways, because I literally wear these, wash them, and wear them again. Here is the other one I got. I love this pattern, you guys. It's so pretty. It's kind of like this off-white with like an ecru color, and it's kind of a blue-gray, gray and black. And then I got the full-length pants on these as well. I got these on crazy sale at the Gap app. And then I went back and checked, and some of these patterns are different now. Like they're starting to switch out the patterns, but they seemed fully stocked in a ton of the patterns. So I love them. They're just like 100% cotton, super important to me. Moving into accessories, I actually, as far as I can tell, only have one accessory today, and it is a scarf. If you saw my Instagram reel, that, I don't know, I was just being silly with it. But yeah, people are just tying them around our waist right now. I don't know. I don't know if I can get on board with that. Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't seen the video, what I'm talking about is a lot of people are just taking the scarf and literally tying it like this. And that's like, yay, this is my new updated outfit. I'm really not sure how I feel about it because I used to be a server a long time ago, so it just feels like an apron to me and it just feels fussy. So yes, I absolutely love scarves. Love this scarf. This is my favorite accessory of the month, but I am not wearing it in the way that a lot of people wear. This scarf is so good. It's 100% silk. I got it during the Nordstrom anniversary sale. It was one of the few items I actually did purchase and keep. It's so big, and look at the pattern on this. I love, love, love it, and I love that it's silk. I do try to get more high quality pieces like this when I can because they're going to be in my wardrobe for decades. And because it was such neutral colors and a really just sort of interesting modern print, I thought this is just hands down going to be amazing. And I am one of those people that will put a scarf on my head. Like I will wrap that sucker up. I will tie it up anyway. I put them on my neck, tie them on anything. And these full length ones are just really good, and they also work for traveling. So especially during the summer months, if you are traveling and you're wearing like something that bears your shoulders and you need to go into like some type of a religious building or a church or something, these kind of scarves can rescue you. They cover things up and they make things a lot more conservative really quickly if you need them. And they kind of add that little extra level of warmth as well. Say if you pop into a cafe somewhere and you're cold. So scarves are great. I mean, what else can I say about them? So again, Nordstrom, and I got it on sale at that point, but I believe it's still on sale now. I'm going to talk about a little bit of skincare, that type of situation. So I cannot shut up about this, and it is limited edition, and I traditionally don't like to kind of push that type of stuff because it's hard to find sometimes, but these seem to be still pretty well stocked. And I just love that Milk Bar, which is a bakery, I think they're based out of New York, I just did a collab with Bath & Body Works, and this is so unlike me to purchase this, but I'm obsessed with it, and my family is at the point of making fun of me now because our whole house pretty much smells like a bakery at all times because I get out of the shower, I put this all over the place, and then I start spraying the Milk Bar body, what's it called, fine fragrance mist, and not to mention how cute is it? Oh my gosh. I don't know why I love this so much. And I literally douse myself with it. I've already put it on once today, but I really don't care. Spray it again. And side note, what I've been doing lately to kind of like, I don't know, play with the scents a little bit is I've been spraying myself with the Jo Malone Raspberry Ripple. And then I spray this on top of it to kind of scent mix, because what goes better with like vanilla cake than raspberries? Like think about a vanilla cake with raspberry filling. Oh my gosh. So this has been my fun one for the last few days, but I'm really, really enjoying this. So I will link that below as well. And if you are really into those types of scents, but maybe full on smelling like a cupcake, like a buttery cupcake is not for you, but you want something like that, let me just put you onto this. So I think what's one called Vanilla Cashmere? Make sure my mic is on. I believe Vanilla Cashmere has been super popular and it's delicious as well. However, they came out with a creme de pistachio. So yummy. This is what I was using prior to buying this, and I still go back and forth. Like I put this right outside of my shower, and honestly, sometimes just grabbing a pump is easier. And I also like to put some of my L'Occitane almond oil in this too. I feel like some mad scientist right now. You don't have to do that though. This smells absolutely delicious, and it is just as creamy on its own. So this is really readily available at, say, like a Target, Walmart, those types of places. I may have grabbed this one at Walmart, I'm not sure. But I love this stuff. Target. And this is, again, the pistachio one. And they do have a few other options as well. But it definitely has that lovely kind of bakery scent to it, but it's not quite as overpowering as this is. Next favorite, and it comes in this type of packaging, is the let's see, what is this called? Styling Cream and Taming Wand. I actually mentioned a long time ago that I really didn't see a reason to buy this stuff when I was in store at Sephora when this stuff first came out. Yeah, well, I was in there several weeks ago and I found that they had a scent that's kind of a limited edition called Desert Peach. It's so good. If you like the smell of peach, it's delicious. This is so amazing. And I'm not going to make excuses for it, but This is $20 for 0.6 ounces. My NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel that I always like talk about that I use in my hair is, I don't know, I think it's around $8 for 0.3 ounces. So ounce per ounce, this would put this at full price 16 and this is full price 20. So yes, still more expensive, $4 more. However, I am planning on purchasing this in the future, like out during the like Sephora sales, things like that, where you get like 20% off or whatnot, because then it kind of bumps it down and it puts it way more in the category and price range of this. And you get a bigger, you know, amount, so you're not having to go through it as quickly. And the only other thing that I do like actually about this is that this is again supposed to be for eyebrows. And I never understood that because this is huge. Like, look at that. Like, this takes up like 2/3 of my eyebrow. So that's why I always liked it for my hair. However, the brush on this day is crazy. It's so big. Let me compare for you. Oh gosh, I'm gonna drop everything. All right, here we go. So look at the difference. Again, this is supposed to be for eyebrows. So this is really big for eyebrows, but this is for your hair. Look at the size difference. So why that's beneficial, and I have come to fall in love with this, is because this, like, it actually combs your hair down. So especially if you're needing like a lot of smoothing, or if you're doing like a slick back, that kind of thing, this really gets in there and like, I mean, it like can help shape your hair, not to mention just taking flyaways, that kind of thing. And yes, just like my other eyebrow gel, it is going to get a little bit of something in there once in a while, but you just kind of smack it down and it's fine. But so good, smells delicious, and I got mine at Sephora. Oh, I forgot to draw on my eyebrows today. Oh well. Makeup and beauty category. I actually have a couple favorites that came out of freebies. I got this as a freebie for purchasing things from Ulta, and it's like, I think it's a full size. It's a lot. And this is the Morphe Continuous Prep and Set Mist. And this does have antioxidants and ceramides in it. So I love that I was able to get it for free. I mean, you can't beat that. But the only thing about this is traditionally I have a very oily T-zone. And this is the like more radiant one. They do have a matte one, which I do plan on purchasing after kind of falling in love with this one. But how I've come to enjoy and use this, and obviously put it in favorites, is that what I've noticed about my face is that it gets super oily in the T-zone, but the perimeter is really dry and can look really cracked really fast here if I have a little bit too much makeup on or too many powder products layered on top of each other. And it actually, I can feel the tightness sometimes. So what I basically have been doing is I basically just like cover the center of my face, and I kind of just, and I love the spray bottle, guys. I just basically spray the sides of my face, and that's it. And it instantly like melts everything, and it puts like a little bit of a sheen to it. And I think it does honestly help with the longevity of my makeup. And that's a good spot for me because I tend to rub the side of my face a lot, wear glasses, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm loving this Morphe stuff. I think Morphe is really making a comeback, and we're going to see it just skyrocket again in the next several months. So keep your eyes out for that. They have just great stuff coming out right now. The next freebie that I got in that same Ulta haul, I got this like, have you ever gotten one of those little kits where you order a certain amount, a dollar amount from Ulta, and then they give you like a 20-piece gift set or something crazy like that? Well, that happened fairly recently, and this little trio was in it. And I kind of have a love-hate relationship with Colourpop. They have some great stuff, but then sometimes the stuff just does not work well for me. So this little mini trio of gel eyeliners was hilarious at first because I thought, what am I going to do with these shades? Like, look at me, guys. Like, I'm the definition of neutral. Well, I've been loving them. So today I put my typical neutral makeup on, but then I took the teal color and I just like ever so slightly lined the top portion of my eyelashes, and just at the tips right here on the outer corner of the under lashes, and I kind of smudged it a little bit. and it just adds that like little extra bump. I've also, like, I like to kind of lift up and do my waterline a lot. And I've done it with all three of these colors. And it's just that little subtle difference than your typical brown or black or whatever you like to put in your lash line. And I do believe that they may have a little bit of sheen to them. Yes, they do. They all have a shift to them. So they kind of pull a little bit like they have gold in them. And what's odd is this one especially I love, because this one I wouldn't say is my most flattering color, but when you put it on, it's actually that one. And do you see how it's shifting? It's not truly this color. It shifts to like more of a navy and more of like a rich blue, but then has the gold shift, and the purple does too. Now, let me get the blue one and show you. All right, the royal blue one, let's see where that's at. I'm gonna put it on the other side of the purple. Ooh, see the royal blue here? It's so bright and pretty, and it has a shift to it too. I'm loving these, and they have really long lasting power. So if you wanna play with just a tiny bit of color on your face, but you don't wanna go like full on and get a big palette of something, you might really consider just grabbing one of these and just kind of playing with it. Get a color that's really complementary, or, you know, just really nice and helps makes your eyes pop, and just sort of play with it a little bit. They smudge well, they last a long time. They're just really fun. Two different lip products to talk about. The first one is the cinnamon roll flavored lip mask from Trader Joe's. So I cannot link this, but if you have a Trader Joe's anywhere near you, or you can Instacart it or get to Trader Joe's, they always have vanilla in store. And I've never purchased it because I usually don't buy vanilla flavor, to be honest with you. And I had so many other like Laneige lip products that I really didn't need it. But I was in there looking for the fall things, found this, popped one open to smell it. And oh, pro tip, if you don't know, many Trader Joe's, like up at that like weird little counter where I guess the managers are, oftentimes they will have samples up there. So maybe they're returns or something, open packages. So if you really want to see what something is like, check that area first. Oftentimes you'll see stuff just sitting up on the counter, candles, you name it, so you can test the lotions and smell everything. And if you cannot, and you really, really don't want to buy anything until you try it, then ask an associate and they will pop one open for you and let you smell it. The last beauty item is a new color of the Maybelline Superstay Ink crayons. Now, obviously, I have a type, and this is my go-to. I think this is what's this one called? Achieve It All. And I wear this one like all the time. This stays in my purse. These to me are the perfect purse lipstick because they do it all. However, I was trying to do some color matchups and find a look for less for a MAC color that I like. And I ended up ordering this one hoping it would work. Well, it's not a match, but I fell in love with the color. So I'm going to take what I have off. I just currently am wearing my usual fall mix. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to get that off, let that dry a little bit. That was just some micellar water. This new shade, you guys, this is called Trust Your Gut. Absolutely love that. And if you can see, it's a little bit of a cooler tone, just a little bit, you know, and these are just the best. They smell like vanilla. They have a sharpener on the end. You can't beat that. And then they just twist up and you can line. That's why I love it. It's like an all-in-one. You line your lips and look at that. Okay, that's my natural lip color. Come on. Are you kidding me? It's so close to my natural lip color, but it's a little bit cooler than the ones I usually wear. And I absolutely love this thing. It's so pretty. So trust your gut, super affordable, Maybelline. You can buy it anywhere Maybelline is sold. Use your coupons, use your rewards, whatever it takes. I will link it if you need it, but oh, this is good. And if these are not your color, that's the beauty of this line. You will find your color. They have everything, but I mean, seriously, so good. Last two categories, I have food favorites and then I have fails. So for food favorites, this one is, it's not really a food, but hear me out. This is the blueberry syrup. Now, if you're familiar with this kind of bottle, this is the same company, Roses, that makes the red like grenadine syrup for Shirley Temples. So we had hosted a couple of different parties here recently, and we were having little Shirley Temple bars. So I went to Walmart to try to find this, but in the red one for the Shirley Temples. And this was right next to it, and I could not pass it up because I've never seen this before. Well, as you can see by how empty it is, it was a hit. This blueberry syrup is so good. It tastes very similar, I guess, to like the blueberry syrups, like the big Torani bottles. But you know, sometimes those bottles are just huge and you don't need that much syrup in your life. This tasted so good with like 7-Up, Sprite. You can mix it with soda water if you like a much lighter flavor. Anything you want to add a little bit of blueberry kick to, you got to try this. Again, I found mine at Walmart. The next thing is Trader Joe's pumpkin butter. I'm embarrassed to say this looks full from a distance. It's literally empty, you guys. I cannot tell you the last time I wiped something out so fast. And in my defense, I think my husband's been diving into this too, because there's no way I could have eaten this that fast. I love this stuff. It's so good. I don't even put butter or anything underneath it. I have tried it like over like a farmer cheese, which is very similar to like a kind of like a ricotta, or like it's like a blended cousin of cottage cheese. If you've ever had that, that's a really good spread to add a little bit of protein to your diet. Anyway, this is delicious. And if you can eat it, they are making a cinnamon sourdough bread right now. The cinnamon sourdough bread is so soft and luscious, and it's not very sour, and this is delicious on top of it. But I've literally just been putting it on anything, even Ezekiel bread, gluten-free bread, whatever. This is, you got to try it from Trader Joe's. So if you go to Trader Joe's, get yourself a lip mask and get yourself some pumpkin butter. Oh yeah, you also need to buy donuts from Trader Joe's. So these are the ones that they've had for several months now. These are the glazed chocolate donut holes, and they're not quite empty yet. There's a few left. Oh my gosh, dairy-free and gluten-free. I literally don't know how they do it. I've talked about these before. However, right now, they have pumpkin pie spice donut holes. Same thing, dairy-free, gluten-free. I'm a donut connoisseur, have been my whole life. I currently prefer these donut holes with a cup of coffee over going to a donut shop. I don't feel the need to leave my house and go get donuts anymore. I keep these in the freezer so that I can always have them on hand. And because they're donut holes, they like warm up really quickly, or you could just pop them in the microwave, like put some on a little plate and pop them in the microwave for a few seconds. So good. Moving on to fails. I'm going to talk about the food fail first, then I have a couple of beauty fails. So the food fail, I guess, or drink fail is this. I have been kind of having to need protein drinks lately. I just cannot get enough protein in my diet the way that I'm currently eating. And I thought, okay, I didn't want anything milky. So I went to like my local vitamin shop and I grabbed this clear protein because it looked like it was a lot cleaner in the ingredients list, and it had let's see, what does it have in it? Stevia leaf instead of like your typical like artificial sweeteners. And I thought, ooh, dragon fruit sounds fun. You guys, this is the worst drink I think I've ever had in my life. It was ice cold. I popped it open, started drinking it in the car, and almost started gagging. I got the first sip down. I tried over the course of like the next 5 minutes to like take another couple sips. It was horrendous. I don't know what is going on with this. And I have had clear proteins in the past. I used to drink this lemonade one that they used to make that was amazing. And yeah, this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. So, I mean, let me know in the comments if you've tried it and you love another flavor or something, but don't buy this one. The other two fails I have are, I'm going to start with the Fenty. I did buy during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. They had a 50% off day of the Pro Filter Soft Matte Fenty Beauty Foundation. And I looked up reviews and I knew this might not be for me, but I thought, well, let's take a chance. It's soft matte and it was 50% off, and I was in need of foundation. I'm just about, actually I am out of all foundations, really, like these types. And so I thought, okay, this is the time to try it. And I found a color that I liked. It's a beautiful bottle. I love the pump on it. You know, it's a really nice formula, the way it feels going on. I'm wearing it today. I don't love this stuff at all. For being pro matte, like look how shiny my T-zone is already. And I didn't spray any of this on my T-zone at all. I've only had this on for approximately an hour, and it just sits on top of the skin. It's not good. for me personally. I feel like I'm wearing makeup all day long. It gets all over my phone. It gets on my hands if I touch my face. It just gets oily, and I have to powder it down more than once to kind of make it look decent, and definitely gets into like my deeper lines. And it, you know, it just, to me, for my age range and for my skin type, there's much better out there that I can currently buy. So I'm actually going to return this. I'm not even going to keep it and try to make it work. My last fail, and I'm going to go ahead and just put both of these in that category at the moment, is the Natasha Denona Concealer and Corrector. I have the shades C2 in Corrector and N4 in Concealer. I went in store, got these put on me. She swatched them. That's what we decided on for these color shades. When I left the store, we had not powdered them down, and we used a really light hand, used my fingertips, and they seemed okay at the time. But I brought them home, and the more I've played with these, the less I like them for my kind of really problematic under eyes. And this is what I'm wearing right now, both of these. And if I just look down, like, you can see what's going on here already. So I have found that I have to use a very light hand. I have to use minimal product. If I put powder, I look 10 years older instantly. The best powder so far I have found that works with this is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake, the pressed powder. That one is okay if I'm very, very careful. However, it still starts to like crawl up into my creases, and I find that I have this little like chunk of it throughout the day, and I have to like blend it back out. And it's just too fussy for me at this price point. And what I think, if anything, I may give the corrector one more shot, because I'm currently using the Bobbi Brown stick corrector, which I like, but it is very light, and it's not covering everything I want it to cover. So I may give this one more shot and put it underneath the current one I'm using, the Bye Bye Under Eye by IT Cosmetics, and powder it and see what happens. But as a duo, this is not working for me, because if I powder it, I look 10 years older. If I don't powder it, it looks a little better, but it will get like a big chunk under here, and I have to kind of blot that out later. And it seems to break down my mascaras, even when I'm using a tubing mascara. So unfortunately, I think I'm just gonna have to say a no to this and stay on the hunt for the perfect corrector and concealer combination. But I just wanted to share that with you, because I know these are wildly popular, but they just don't always work for everybody at every age point either. All right, that does it for September's favorites and fails. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. And if you're following me over on the LTK app, you can easily shop these items without having to scroll back through the video or look through your YouTube history and find links. That's just a really good app. It's a good resource to find products, because I always make some sort of a post that coincides with each video, and it just makes for easy shopping. All right, thanks again, and until next time, I'll see you soon.